Hello StitchSketch users. I want to show you the background view button. In the upper right hand corner you see a little piece of paper with a magnifying glass. If you push that, there are 4 different views that StitchSketch allows you to work in. The first one is called Painted, and it's regular paint view, and that's what I currently have looking right now. It's that white background. This is the one I use most often in my cross stitch patterns. The other view, this one is a transparent view. When I went to the save it as a PDF, I didn't notice a difference in any of the views. I think it's kind of dependent upon what style you prefer to look at when you're visualizing your patterns. The next button is the linen cloth view. So if you want to stitch on linen, kind of like where the hole placement is. The one to the right of that is the Aida Cloth view. This one I visually recognize, each of those little darker gray squares, on the point of each one of these squares. Those are the holes where you're coming up and crossing over. Maybe if you have a line view and you wanted to show the X's a little bit more, that would be a better view. So those are the views. The next button is this square. If you push that, then your grid lines disappear. Okay, so that's your grid lines changing, and when you have it on the pencil it looks a little different. So they're gone there they are. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you is how we can change this. So right now I have colors going on with a symbol in it. This solid box will get rid of the symbol and just be a color. So sometimes when you want to proof a pattern with a customer, you will send them this part where it's not filled, where it's just colored and doesn't have the symbol in there, because the symbol isn't going to make a difference to them. This one is color and symbol. The A with the square around it is just the symbol. So if you're printing in black and white, this is a good option to use. This is more of a gradient tool. You can do it just in X's. So I wanted to see what that looked like in. So on the Aida Cloth one, you can see where all those X's are. So that's a neat option to have it like that. You can also do solid V's. You could do them as circles. The color, if I change the color to, let's do this yellow, it's still going to be circles, but it's going to be a yellow circle instead. So that's by color, but just circle. And then this is erasing it, so it's the opposite of coloring it in here. This is on the outside, filling it in. Okay, so I hope that helps with views. Actually, let's talk about these last few. So this one right here is where it's changing your numbers. Okay, so if you look on the outside of your grid, when I pushed this 20 to 10, it moved the 1 in the upper left hand corner to the lower right hand corner. So it's moving this one in this corner is 1 and 1. Sorry, in this corner it's 1 and 1. When I push it, it changes it to be in this corner. Okay. And then the 0 changes it to be, instead of 1 to 10, it does 0 to 9. So it changes the scale a little bit. And then these buttons are the timing, the zoom. So as each one you put, you get larger and larger. I just use my fingers and pinch in and out when I want to work on something, but if you want to zoom, you can definitely use that button. Okay, please click the subscribe button for more of my videos. Thanks.